Hey guys, it's Key and Rye. We're back with more Reddit stories. Today's theme is how far is too far? I don't
Inbounds or out of bounds? How
inbounds
far
or out
is
of
it?
bounds. So we're gonna get some takes on crazy stories today. I say we just get right into it. What do you think? This story, coming from Am I the Asshole, as usual, is titled Am I the Asshole for Returning a Birthday Gift I Got for My Boyfriend After He Insulted Me About My Colorful Past?
Starting early.
Early, we're getting into it. You ready for this
Let's
one?
go.
Okay. This happened last night, but my phone is still blowing up. I, 26 female, dipped into my savings and got Mike, my boyfriend, 27 male, a PS5 for his birthday yesterday. The
Sensational.
PS5, that's a great gift. He knew he was getting the PS5 because he told me that the PS5 is the only thing he wants. We've been together for 4 years, so the cost didn't matter. That is, until I found out what he thinks about me. Some background. When I was 18, I was involved with Jake, a guy I met online. We ended things after 3 months, and I moved on shortly after with Adam, a guy from work. I found out a couple months later that Adam and Jake were actually really close friends, but I didn't know Jake long enough to meet his friend group, so I had no idea. After finding out, I took some time off of dating, and 2 years later, I met my current boyfriend, Mike. I was upfront and honest with Mike about my past and the fact that I was unintentionally involved with his friends. He said he understood and my past didn't bother him. So they're all friends. Like she's
She's in the
actually
friend group.
been with like three of the friend group but was unaware that they were all friends. Last night at his party, I showed up with the PS5 and him and his friends were screaming with joy. His best female friend Jessica laughed and said, I wish I was a thought so I could afford a PS5 too.
Yeah. It's unacceptable.
I looked at her with an excuse me look on my face and she just said never mind and walked away. I confronted my boyfriend about it and he said, and I quote, she's just messing with you, you can't take a joke. So I pushed further as to why this girl's even calling me names to begin with and he said, well, everyone knows you were a thought before you met me.
Yo.
Wow.
So we're starting out of bounds and maybe we'll work back
Maybe
in.
we'll work back in, but
Terrible.
anyways. I asked him to explain how I was a thought before I met him, and he said, messing with best friends. He then patted me on the shoulder and said, it's okay because I'm not who I was back then, and if he could get over my colorful past and thought mentalities to give me a chance, then I could get over Jessica's comments and give her another chance. I didn't say anything. I just got up, took the PS5 from the gift table, and left. He was pissed. He called me 20 times, but I didn't care. I was so hurt that I took the bow straight off and took it right back to the store I got it from, and they happily refunded it. I thought that was done, but Mike and all his friends, including Jessica, are berating me for being petty, and they're saying I brought this upon myself by making poor choices. I responded to Mike and told him that he deserves better than me, so find someone who wasn't a thought and get the PS5 from them because I returned it. He started screaming how I'm the biggest asshole for returning it and how I should be happy he ignored my colorful past. I'm thinking maybe taking it back went too far. Am I the asshole?
She's completely in bounds for what she's doing. Would was his name Drewski stand on business? She's really standing on business.
He's standing on business.
If somebody's going to disrespect you like that, especially in a friend group, and then you have your boyfriend and your girlfriend disrespecting you, like you got to do a lot of looking into your friend group, and you also, yeah, take the PS5 back. You need to remove yourself.
That's crazy she returned it right away. She was playing no games.
She's in bounds. She's
I
in
think so
bounds.
too, and I think the problem was the way that he backed up his girlfriend. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever she made that comment. That's girls will be girls. But the fact that he backed it up and was like, you should forgive her because I forgave you for being a thought, that's
Yeah, like
crazy.
holding that over her head, that's like something. Move on. Like if that's your girlfriend, it is what it is. So now you move on from there. That shouldn't be something that's like readily at the front of your mind.
Yeah.
Especially if somebody else calls her that, like you should be standing up for your girl. Like why is he kind of sneak dissing with her? It's a lot of weird activity
He
going
has a
on.
problem with it. Like, it's obviously bothering him for him to be backing up that girlfriend.
It's probably
So.
bothering him that he's PS5 list too.
Yeah, he could be real bored now. A lot of time to think about it. I think that that's not too far that she returned it at
No.
all.
Yeah,
I would have
she's
done
good.
the same thing. Okay, this one is titled 26 female wife got a matching tattoo with a friend, 28 male.
Nah.
A matching tat with her male friend.
Nah, we'll wait though. We'll wait.
This is a short one. So my wife got a matching tattoo with a guy friend that she met about 5 weeks ago, and they've apparently gotten really close as supposed friends. Extra info, I'm 30 male, my wife is 26 female, and the friend is 28 male. The tattoo is about a 3-inch crow on top of a skull on his leg and on her upper thigh. They got it at a convention together. I was not there. They're currently in school together, and that's where they met. I know that they are very similar, spend a lot of time together, and I don't know what to do about it. Any advice? Thanks in advance.
It's difficult. What do you think?
I think that's too far.
Is it too far?
Especially because the husband knows nothing about this friend. You know?
He's being cool about it. Like he's not taking it to that next spot,
He's
and
not.
I respect that.
He's
It's a
not.
lot though.
It's a lot. And the only thing that threw me a little bit is that they said it was at a convention, at a tattoo convention. So if they were like, "Ooh, flash sale, get a tattoo here
Right.
for cheap," and that was the design, and they were both like, "Ooh, let's do it." That's not as suspicious.
Yeah, that's chill. It's a convention.
It's like they happen to get the same one, and it is what it is.
I wonder why they went together though, and they didn't bring.
He
his
said they're
husband.
very, very similar and spend a lot of time together.
I wonder if he chose not to go. Like it's like there's stuff that's being left out that could change, that could sway it. Like if they said he couldn't go, then it's like damn.
Yeah.
Like that's a whole thing that you're getting tattoos together. It's like, am I getting phased out? But if he's like, I don't like tattoos, I'm not with it. Then it's like,
He seems chill about it. He really does. And like the comments saying a flash tattoo at a convention is way different than getting a custom tattoo with a friend.
right. It's quick.
Yeah.
So there's hundreds of people getting tattoos that day, and then they got something similar. Maybe he got it and she liked it. Maybe she got one and he liked it. So
Yeah.
I don't think that one's that deep. I say it's another inbounds,
You think so?
calm.
My only issue with it, that I'm not sure how I feel, is the fact that they spend so much time together and they're really close, and she has not felt the need to introduce him to her husband.
He seems really nonchalant with the whole situation. And maybe that's why he took to online to talk about it, because he might not feel comfortable talking about it to her.
Maybe. Let me see if there's an update. This was only 21 hours ago that he posted that.
Oh, this is super recent.
Super recent. He is single. She talks to him quite often. He commented a lot. So, as I'm reading the comments, his post came off kind of nonchalant, but the comments, he seems a little bit insecure and that he's actually questioned her a lot about
Like
it.
he's super involved in the comments.
He's commented it like maybe 100 times since he posted it yesterday.
So it was a cry for help.
It was a cry
turned
for
into
help.
a conversation with every single person. Oh yeah, so he's spiraling.
Her and I discussed it a lot. I told her I was not 100% comfortable with it and the amount of time they spend together. And her demeanor was kind of like, I don't really care what you say. I'm going to do what I want kind of thing. Deeper things to consider here. So this was like his last ditch effort. Because even in these comments, I'm not trying to jump to divorce. Like he's kind of at his wit's end.
And they're
with
married.
It. And they're married.
Damn.
They're married.
Wow.
And
No,
he's
it got
30.
way worse. Yeah, like
Yeah.
as you get into it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They left a lot of stuff out of the initial post, but once you get into the weeds, it's like,
Yeah, it seemed chill
man.
off rip, like, oh, two buddies got a matching tattoo at a convention, but now it's
Right.
like he seems a little bit off-put.
like she
by
found
him.
her soulmate, she found her match, her twin flame, and he's phased out.
And
his-
it's inevitable. Like
His flame is dwindling.
it's do. I think this might be too far. He's set the boundary that he's uncomfortable. It seems like, and she went and got a matching tattoo with him.
Yeah, she like doubled down. That's a whole thing to begin with, getting a matching tattoo with
Yeah.
with another friend. It's just, it seems that she's over it. She's also found her replacement. He's doing a last ditch effort. It's all over the place.
Oh. She lives at school and not at home, about an hour and a half away. Oh, yeah. It's getting
And
worse.
they go to school together.
They go to school together. The husband is not there. She goes to school an hour and a half away with this guy.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Too far. Too far. I'm
Out of
over it. Yeah. Too far. On to the next one.
Out of bounds.
This next one is controversial.
I want to hear it. They want to hear it. Why? Why is it?
Well, the title is My Husband's Ex-Girlfriend is Dying. Her last wish is to be with my husband.
That's horrible.
Immediately no to
That's
me. It's an
horrible.
immediate no. But let's hear him out, okay? As the title goes, my 30 female husband's ex-girlfriend, 33 female, was recently diagnosed with late-stage breast cancer, and her last wish is to be with my husband, 35 male. My husband, let's call him Seb, and his ex, Tanya, became best friends after their breakup a couple of years ago due to infidelity. Her infidelity, by the way. They were together for 5 years. Needless to say, they remain in contact even before he met me. I would be lying if I say this never made me feel uncomfortable even once. It did, and it still does, because Tanya is still in love with my husband. She never denied it, and in fact would even call or message me when she can't get a hold of Seb. Aside from the cancer, she also has some mental health issues, thus my husband would always tell me to be kind and patient with her. He is no longer in love with her, of course. She cheated, and Seb swore that he will never get back to her and that he only sees her as family. 2 weeks ago, my husband received a call from Tanya to tell him the sad news. My husband cried with her and told her everything is going to be okay. They were on the phone like the whole day. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that Seb and I moved to Australia a few months ago because of my job, and Tanya's in Canada. Okay.
They went far away.
Far away.
Okay, girl boss.
Me, I'd be like, let's
Girl
go.
boss.
They mostly talk via long distance, call, or WhatsApp. They've been in contact almost every day since we left, which bothers me, but what can I do?
I was going to ask you that.
After that call, my husband told me everything. To be honest, I felt bad for her and genuinely feel sad. Ask him what's going to happen now. He said he's going back to Canada, which is a shock. He then told me that her last wish is to be with him. I didn't say anything except, what about me? Right? He said if I can't leave my job, then he's going to visit me whenever he gets a chance. I walked out without saying anything. I've been avoiding my husband since the phone call and ignoring him whenever he tries to bring up the conversation. Yesterday I found out he already bought a ticket and is flying back home in January. I feel like he's abandoning me, but at the same time I feel like I'm selfish for hating both of them. I'm honestly thinking of getting a divorce because obviously he's choosing her over me, but at the same time I thought of why my husband is so attached to her. He considered her family like his own, and he doesn't even have one. She's probably like a sister to him now. Not a sister. But Tanya doesn't feel the same. She's madly in love with him, and granting her wish will surely make her think they still have a chance. She just says, my entire life I've been putting others first, da-da-da. I'm mad at both of them. What did I do to deserve this?
First and foremost, I think he's out of bounds.
Oh, for sure.
I think he's doing way too much, but there can be something said about, she said he doesn't have family. He treats her like family. He doesn't want to be with her. So maybe he's a good dude and he actually does care for her. Like, that's like, especially if she has mental health problems. She's about to die. She's probably going through a whole thing.
No.
He shouldn't entertain her, but to a certain degree. It's
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
him going to Canada is crazy from Australia.
No.
That was wild.
She set the boundary early on that she's super uncomfortable with it. And he continues to talk to her every single day. What do you need to talk to her every single day for?
No, that is crazy. There's parts where it's like, okay, I get that, don't understand this. Understand that, whoa, he's doing way too much. So he's
giving it way too much credit, their relationship. Like, she cheated on him.
She has a very big role in his life, though, obviously. Like, he's dating the lady he's with in Australia, but the girl in Canada, his ex that's going to die, he definitely still has feelings for her. Like, he just doesn't want to be with her. So take that as it is. But
Well, they were together for 5 years.
okay.
Like,
and she's about to die.
That long. Like, you know what I mean? If you were about to check, you know.
About to die is crazy. Like, her saying that's her dying wish, you put it over the edge. Like, everybody needs to be cordial and respect boundaries. Just say, before I die, I want you to be around me. You don't got to take that extra step.
Yeah. I disagree. I don't think he should be talking to her at all. I feel like you chose not to be with her. You chose this new girl as your wife. And that's a commitment. And if that makes your wife uncomfortable that you're constantly talking to your ex every single day, there needs to be a boundary. He shouldn't be buying plane tickets to go hang out with her. Even if she's on her deathbed, I understand. But there needs to be a line drawn. I think this is too far.
Too far? Way too far?
He said he's going to stay there indefinitely and visit his wife occasionally.
Yeah, that is.
It should be the other way around. I understand if you go see her. And that's even a stretch to me. But if it's like you really see her as your family, I understand that you're going to go see her and visit her. But it doesn't need to be, oh, I'm going to stay with her and visit you. Like, you're my husband. What do you mean you're going to leave me here for your ex? I don't care.
He's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
He's
too
out
far.
of bounds. He's doing a lot.
It's too far. It's
He's
too
doing
far.
a ton.
I get to, personally, well, one, I wouldn't tolerate that communication every day. Two, if you're on your deathbed, that's fine. You can have a conversation. I'm so sorry.
Give her that opportunity.
I'm sorry that you're on your deathbed. Like, I am. But just the person that I am, this isn't flying. But I just feel like they should have never been that comfortable with each other anyways.
Like a lot of things happened before that it
Yeah.
shouldn't have got to the point
Yeah,
to where
at
that's
this
a
point,
request.
it's too late. Like, he's already, there's no questions asked. Like, he bought the plane ticket, he's going, he does not care what his wife thinks.
Like we said earlier, that's like a triangle. That's a love triangle that's been going on for a while. So this is like aftermath of it all being a messed up situation. This isn't like an out of the blue thing.
He should have cut it, especially because he knows that his ex is still in love with him. You know? Like, you should have cut it off.
In love with him. True. You know what? I didn't even think about it like that. Like, yeah, like she still loves him 100%.
It's not like she's like, oh, we're like family, we dated, but it's not weird.
That.
She's like, I want to be with you. My last wish in my life is to be with you.
He needs to move on, and that would be tough. And she's about to die. It's a whole thing, but he's out of bounds.
Too far, unhealthy, toxic. I'm very curious of your opinion on this next one.
All right, what's up? What we got?
I really want to. A male perspective is going to be interesting to me on this. Okay.
The guys.
It's titled "My boyfriend couldn't stop liking half-naked pictures of other women, so I posted one myself."
No, that's never the answer.
That's not
it's
the
never
answer.
been the answer.
That's not the
It's
answer.
never been the answer.
You don't think so?
It's never been the answer. We gotta get into the story. Let's see.
Let's see. All right, my 22 male boyfriend has started following a lot of Instagram women. Not regular ones, I don't mind those ones, but particularly the ones in lingerie with their butt out. Even was watching their OnlyFans. I, 21 female, told him it made me uncomfortable and to stop, but his response was, it's just Instagram, you're doing too much. It's not that serious. And he kept doing it. Well, I posted some pictures of myself in a thong, my butt all out.
In a thong?
In my
She went for it.
Yeah, in a thong. She said, period. He saw it and started freaking out, slamming doors and yelling. He was like, ooh, you don't respect yourself, girls who do that, or thoughts, that's embarrassing, I don't want my girlfriend doing that, da-da-da. And he's mad, like really mad. And he told me to take it down, and I said no, if this isn't what you like to see. And his response was, you're in a relationship, why would you do that? And I said, I'm only posting what you like. After I said that, he started ignoring me. It's been hours, and honestly, I don't even care. I don't feel bad at all. For months, I was uncomfortable and asked him to stop, and he couldn't. So yeah, now he's a victim of a crime he participates in.
She called him a victim. She called him a victim.
That's the end of it.
That's the end of it?
Yeah. What do I think? You know what? I think more power to her.
I knew you was going to go that way. She is out of bounds. You said you wanted a male
Really?
perspective. I'm going to give you male
You
perspective.
think she's out of bounds for that?
These
Why?
are so boom. They like that's his girlfriend posting OnlyFans content where everybody can see it. That's his girlfriend. So like he should have stopped the activity he was already on. He should have stopped. He shouldn't have made it a disrespectful situation that she had to go to that. But that's your girlfriend posting something as opposed to a random person you'll never meet. She went way too far.
I disagree wholeheartedly. I really do.
Even for herself though. Like if
Yeah.
that's not you.
But maybe it is. Maybe that's what she's on, and now she's gonna be like super famous
Well,
on OnlyFans or
if
something.
that's her retaliation, then maybe that's something that's been on her mind, and she made a justification for acting that way through him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, personally, he's being super disrespectful to her.
Mm-hmm.
He's following all of these girls posting naked pictures and then bringing it to her attention that she's doing too much and it's only Instagram. If it's only Instagram, then why does he care if she posts on it?
But he's not dating them though. Like you wouldn't necessarily like the morals of your girlfriend or your wife is going to be different than somebody you follow on social media overall.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think more power to her. That's just disrespectful.
But why is it more power to her if you...
Because that's what he likes to see, right? That's what he wants to see. He likes that, obviously. He's liking these girls' pictures.
You know what, though?
He's watching other females' OnlyFans.
That is wild.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
And following them, like he's looking at them
but
all
why
day.
would she post that to the masses? That's what's throwing me off.
Because he's saying it's no big deal. It's fine. It's just Instagram. It's not that deep. Da-da-da. Like, and completely ignoring her when she says that it makes her very uncomfortable and makes her insecure that he's doing that to other girls. So she said, you know what? If you feel that way and you like to see that so much on your feed,
you're wrong.
You might as well see me.
You're wrong.
Wow.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Wow.
You're wrong. It's his girlfriend.
But, if you disrespected. If that's all you did was follow Instagram
Yeah.
models and like
Right.
their photos, and I told you, Kino, that makes me really uncomfortable. Like, I just feel like you're disrespecting me by just fantasizing over these girls all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, whatever, you're doing too much. Just Instagram. It's not deep. I 100% would do that.
How is the retaliation? You're really violating yourself by posting that, because if you're that person, more power to you. That's fine.
She said that though. She said, I know I lack love and self respect.
Oh, well, you know,
She acknowledged
that's
it.
crazy.
She said, I don't want to leave him, but it's really hard. She said, I'll update you when I officially leave him.
So basically, this was like
This was like,
this was building.
she should have posted it and then like blocked him, ghosted him. And then she should become super famous on OnlyFans and be like, that's what you like so much, now you can't have me. You literally had that. Like, look at me. You literally had that, and I could be one of those girls, and I chose not to. So now I'm going to leave you and become one of those girls. That's what I would do personally.
Hey, who am I, right?
I'm saying. This one kind of made my, like, blood boil a little bit. I don't know if it struck a nerve or
Hit a little close to home. What
hit
is
a
it?
little close to home.
How about you share what it is?
I'll share. Okay. This one is titled, I, 25 male, have the chance to date my old high school crush, 25 female, but I'm engaged to a 24 female. What do I do?
Wow.
It's messy. It's really messy, and I don't know why, but it's triggering to me. So
I
let's.
wonder why. Why is it triggering to you? Did we date in high school? Were we together in high school?
We were together in high school.
So this is something like, it's too close.
It's just too close because everybody that we know in high school are the same people. So it's just like, if somebody popped up out of high school and it was like, ooh, I want to date her,
I
but
know what
I'm
you're saying.
engaged.
That's something you've been thinking about. That's
I was
always
like,
been,
if that situation occurred, that's an understandable situation that could happen.
Yeah. She has that
Anyways.
hold on him.
This is a short one. Let's see what he says. He said, I had a crush on this girl, Carla, since middle school, going into high school, but she never paid me any attention.
No mind.
I left for the military and met Sarah, who is a nurse and wants to become a doctor, nurse practitioner. Sarah was the usual type of girl I dated. I left the military to do contracting and moved back to my home state. One day while I was getting drinks at the bar, Carla was my bartender. She didn't recognize me, but when I told her my name, she couldn't believe it. She said she can't believe how much I changed.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
I started becoming a regular and eventually exchanged contact information with her to catch up. Throughout this time, she told me she has a crush on me, even though she knows I have a fiance. She said she likes how driven I am. Now I'm conflicted. She says she'll give me time to think about what I want to do. My fiance and I are doing great, but I feel like she's normally the type of woman I always get. Carla, I never had the opportunity or thought I would. I don't want to hurt Sarah, but I feel like I will regret this forever if I don't pursue it.
This is controversial. I'm going to just come out and say it right now.
What you think?
He's leaving a military, respectable lady that was a nurse that's going to work to be a doctor, and you're leaving her for a girl that paid you no mind when you were on the same level and she's a bartender. What are you doing? I'm not putting down bartending.
No.
I'm just saying when you were on similar levels in high school, she didn't care about you. She didn't care
pay
at
you
all.
any attention.
Now you're with a veteran. You're with somebody who wants to be a doctor. You're with somebody who takes care of people for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And you're willing to throw that all away for a bartender that didn't pay you any mind when you were growing up. See, me, I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I think that I agree with you because especially the fact that he had a giant crush on her.
Mm-hmm.
And she paid him no mind, and now all of a sudden he must have glowed up, and she's like, oh my God.
Right.
You know, like, oh my gosh, I have such a crush on you. You've grown up so much. Like, I don't know. It's messy, though. It's really messy. He says he's going to regret it forever if he doesn't give it a chance, and he's engaged.
He did say that, huh?
Yeah. So I feel like he's already too far gone.
Dang.
He's too far gone.
He is too far gone. It's
He's
going to
think
eat
about
at
it every
him.
day. For any time that him and Sarah get in a little argument or something happens where their relationship isn't perfect, he's going to be like, dang, I should have dated Carla. Should have been with Carla. Da,
That's
da,
a
da.
situation where you need to remove yourself from the situation overall. That type of proximity is no good overall. Like, would you feel that way if you lived in a different state? Like, would you go that out of your way, or
Yeah.
do you only entertain this because you're in your hometown?
Yeah.
You feel me? That's a proximity thing. I think he's out of balance for feeling this way, no doubt. But all of this can be fixed if he just reduced the proximity.
I don't think it can be fixed at this
Yeah.
point. I think it's too far gone. I really do. He says he's going to regret it forever if
He
he
is
doesn't
being
pursue
dramatic.
it.
He did post it as well.
But think about that. Every single time that Sarah doesn't do something perfectly or Sarah doesn't deliver the way he wants to every day, he's going to be like, I bet you Carla would have done that better.
For what it's worth, her professions, she's going to be really busy, and I'm sure she's not around that much.
He said he became a regular at the bar that she bartends at. Like, this
Right.
was all very intentional. You could have went to a different bar. As soon as you went to that bar and was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's Carla. I'm engaged. This is a girl that, like, I used to want to be involved with. I should probably not go to this bar every single day to engage with her.
It's not healthy. Like, that's a situation where you need to remove yourself.
He was
Remove
seeking
yourself.
it out. That's what he wanted, and that's what he got. So I think for Sarah's sake, he should leave. He should pursue Carla and let her get somebody that's not going to be thinking about this middle school crush forever.
But they're engaged, so it's like
Yeah,
they're in two different.
get
They're in
married.
two different areas. So it's
They can't get married if he's already thinking about another woman like that. Like, you guys aren't even married yet.
it's like, is he though, or is that just some like high school? Like, you just gotta get away from it. Like, if you got away from that situation, I think it could go back to normal. That's just like I think that's an impulsive. That's one of those, like, it's gripping you in the moment.
Well,
But
he said
that's
that.
not
Yeah, he
real.
was like, Sarah's the girl I always get. Carla's the one I never thought I could get.
And now it's flipped, so now it's hard for you to be like, nah, like,
Carla is no good for saying she likes him even though she knows he has a fiance.
she's just, you can't, like, that's just how people are. Like, you know how it goes. Like, people are gonna do that anywhere you go. So you gotta remove yourself. That's it. It's that simple. You just gotta remove yourself.
Oh, I think it's too far. I think it's done. Once he became a regular at that bar, it's too late.
We're not locked in today.
We are on different pages,
We're not locked
but
in today.
I think I don't know. You think that he's going to be able to get over Carla? He's not
If
going
you
to
stay there, never in a million years. But if that proximity is gone, if they're not able to see each other, I think that dies within a month.
Wow. Someone said you should call off the engagement since you're nowhere near emotionally ready to be married to this woman. That's a fact. That's a fact.
He isn't in a place to get married if that's how you're feeling in the moment.
Starting to become a regular at a bar. Know you're going to visit your crush. Exchange numbers while you're in a relationship. Cheating is a series of choices, and it starts here. Someone said that's facts. I think he's too
Spitting.
far gone.
They're spitting.
He's at the end. He's at the decision. Do you pursue this other woman or not? Like, there could have been 30 steps before this he could have not done for it not to get to this point. I think it's too far gone. Too far gone. Lots of disagreements today.
I just feel like I'm always right. I don't think this whole time I've been in here I've given a bad take. I also don't believe I've ever said anything wrong. I think everything I do is probably perfect.
I love that for you. I value your opinion very much. We always have meaningful conversations, and I value your opinion, right or wrong.
Right or wrong.
Right or Those are all the stories I have for you today. I liked it. I feel like we're on different pages today, but I think that's good. That's the point. I want to, grind your gears a little bit.
You know what? We're not always in agreement with what we're saying, but it's like, I'm going to tell you what I think is right. You're telling me what you think is right, but
Yeah.
it's why you need a guy and a girl.
That's why I wanted to bring you these, is it too far? 'Cause some things that I'm immediately done with, you're like, let's hear them out. So I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate it today. But thank you guys so much for watching, listening, tuning in, tapping in. Every Wednesday, we're going to be here. So give us suggestions for some stories you want us to react to, and we're going to keep this thing going. Bye.